I am Victor Huerta, and on today's real estate show, I'm gonna give you some home inspection tips when you're selling your house for the very first time. Let's go. Hey, welcome back, my friends. So to keep informed with all the great home buyer and home seller tips and investor tips, click that subscribe button, click that bell to get notified when we drop our latest video. We are just bringing some great home buyer, home seller, and investment tips to you, the public, if you're thinking about buying, selling, or investing in any kind of real estate. Okay, my friends, so these home inspection tips are for a person like you who's thinking about putting their house on the market for sale. I highly suggest you take care of these items before you place your house on the market, because when the home inspector comes, they're gonna find these issues. And if these are taken care of right away before you accept an offer from the home buyer, because the home buyer will perform an inspection, it'll ease and calm the home buyer so they don't back out of your property and you are left standing, putting this thing back on the market and probably losing a lot of profit. So let's deep dive into these items right away. All right, so these are some home inspection tips when you're thinking about selling your house for the first time. And I am located in Phoenix, Arizona. So these tips are for home sellers who are looking to sell their house here in Phoenix, Arizona. Okay, so tip number one, the AC unit. Very, very important. We live in Phoenix. It is hot, 120 degrees. It is hot 6 to 7 months of the year, maybe 8, but it starts cooling down probably in September. It gets a little cool. But the AC unit. So hire somebody to come in and take care of your AC unit. Give it a tune-up, check the refrigerant, just call somebody to get a service out here. They could probably do it for like $180, $200, depending on what's needed. But get a reliable AC technician to come check it out before you actually put the house on the market and before that inspector comes into your house. Okay, tip number two, get your roof inspected. Now call a roofer here to inspect the roof. So what happens here as we own homes is, you know about the monsoon season, you know about the haboos, you know about the winds and the rain. Well, what happens to your roof is your tiles start sliding down and exposes the underlayment, okay, the paper and the plywood. So water can seep in through there and you don't even know because you have not gone on your roof. Heck, I don't get in my roof as well, which I should because I'm in real estate. I think I'm gonna have to do that to go check my roof out. But get a roofer out here, get a couple guys out here, you know, 1 or 2 roofers out here to check on your roof. And about $100 to $150, they can come in and make sure all the tiles are set right. Your motor caps are not cracked, your roof tiles are not cracked. If your roof tiles are cracked, they can just caulk them or just replace those, because a home inspector is gonna climb on your roof, they're gonna find some items, and if they find some roof tiles sliding down, they're gonna pick them up and they're gonna look at that underlayment and that plywood. And if they see something that's exposed, it's just gonna cause more issues when you're trying to sell your house. All right, tip number 3 for the home seller, you're thinking about selling your house for the first time here in Phoenix, Arizona, is termites. Every house has termites. If it doesn't have termites, it's gonna get termites. So you can call a local termite company to come inspect your property. The lowest cost I've seen is like $50. So pay the $50 for somebody to come walk around. You have that report, you give it to your real estate agents. So when the home buyer submits their offer, you pretty much tell your agent, make sure you give them the termite report. We have no termites. So if they want to spend more money on getting a termite inspection, that's up to them. But we have no termites, here's a report. This eases the buyer as well. All right, tip number 4, guys, is the garage door. Now, the garage door is kind of a major item because you use it all the time, in and out, in and out, in and out. So make sure your garage door is operable. If it's working fine up and down, that's fine. Make sure the sensor's below at the very bottom trigger, okay? And then also, this is a test that a home inspector always does, is they have a 2x4. It's what happens is when your garage door comes down, put that 2x4 right underneath the sensor, so when the garage door hits, if it pops back open, that means that the spring is working correctly. It is adjusting, just like if the garage door were to, like, say, if you have kids and your child was there and accidentally fell, the garage door was coming down, hit the kid, it spring back up, or your car was parked there and the garage door hit the top of the car, it would spring back up. It wouldn't collapse and break. So that's a really key test there, a little pro tip. Just check your garage door, your spring, make sure everything is working correctly. Okay, tip number 5, guys, when you're selling your house for the very first time is the garbage disposal. Look underneath your sink. If you see a crack, if you see a lot of rust, if you see water damage in the bottom of the sink, just replace it. You can get one cheap at Costco for like 80 bucks. Get it replaced, and while you're there, is make sure you check the S-loop from your dishwasher to the garbage disposal. When you remove the garbage disposal, make sure that S-loop is corrected as well, so you don't have no issues when the home inspector comes. That is the major item that buyers want, is they don't want to come in and have to replace a garbage disposal and then replace the S-loop as well. So just get it taken care of right away. Make sure there's no leaks around in the sink as well, and you're good to go. Okay guys, when you're selling your house, you have to fill out a form called the SPUDS here in Arizona, and it asks you about water damage and mold. So just be honest, be truthful. Hey, I had some water damage from the roof leaks. We have corrected them. We have no problems or issues now. Here are the invoices. When you're upfront and honest, buyers respect that. When you try to hide stuff, it is not a good thing. For you, the buyer, your agent, the buyer's agent, it can cause a lot of mess. So if you have water damage, just disclose it. Okay, if you have mold, just disclose it. I have sold over 250 homes. I have never seen a house with mold, but you never know what you're gonna get into in real estate. So just make sure if you have water damage, just check for mold. Have the roofer out there if you have water damage, a plumber, etc. Just say like, hey, can any mold grow here? If they say no, well, there's always some spray solutions you can spray as well, just to ensure that that doesn't happen. All right, tip number 7, guys, is let's get into some electrical. Now, you can pick up one of these items right here at Lowe's or Home Depot for maybe like 8 bucks. What it does is you just plug this into your outlets. Go around your house and plug this into every outlet in your house. It'll tell you, okay? It'll tell you right here. It's an open ground, open neutral ground, open hot, hot ground reverse, reverse correct. So the very bottom right here, I don't know if you see that. Let's see if it'll focus. Oh, nope. So in the very bottom, it'll tell you if it is correct. So this is a very important item. Pick this up, go around your whole house, make sure all the outlets are working, and make sure the breaker box is working as well. Go with the black marker and relabel every breaker that actually has been relabeled. Make sure you have no double lugging, meaning if your landscaper came in and put a ground wire with another ground wire in the same ground bar, that's gonna have to be moved and replaced. You could probably have the AC guy check your electrical breaker box, because they do a lot of electrical work, just to make sure everything is okay as well. So when you order the AC, ask him if he could do the electrical box as well, and then buy yourself one of these and you are set to go. So I hope you enjoyed these home inspection tips when you're thinking about selling your house for the first time. Once again, I am Victor Huerta, local real estate agent here in Phoenix, Arizona. Don't forget to click the subscribe button, click that bell to get notified when we drop our latest video. We are just bringing some value and some content to you when you're deciding to buy, sell, or invest in real estate. And we will see you on the next video.